Today, I'm going to present to you how you can make a user-friendly menu bar in Power BI, how to set up buttons, how to make them change colors, and how to link each button to a page. Lastly, we look at how we can change the theme of the report and how we hide Power BI's built-in navigation functions. So, let's look at that. We want 5 buttons, and to get that, we divide the screen size by 5 and minus is 20 because we need a space between each button. So now we know the pixel size of each button is 236 pixels, and there's a gap of 20 pixels between each button. So we need to set up first the X position, the Y position, the width, and the height. And you can pretty much use the values you need here. Then we set up the settings for the button. In this case, we don't need any icons or outline. We only need a fill. So we add that and a text. And to do that, we go here and press fill. And we need 2 different states. We need the default state and we need the hover over state. And we want a hover over effect. So we make this a bit less transparent, because when we hover over the button, you will see the button changes color, or at least it darkens a bit. Now we add the name of the button and set up a text size and a font. And now we have the first button. Now we just need to copy, because we need 5 of those, and we just need to add a bit of spacing between each, and of course the color as well. And we just need to do this 5 times because we have 5 buttons, and we just do the same thing for all of them. And you can pretty much use whatever color you want. I just used the standard colors here in Power BI. And now we have the menu bar. Now we just need to change the titles so it's correct. And now we have a full menu bar with the effects. After that, I like to add a gray box at the start of each button to make it a bit more button-like, as you know it from a website. So we add a gray box, 10% width of the normal button. And we do that for each button. And now we have our menu bar. And we just need a bit of alignment because the Power BI pixels are not always accurate. When that is done, we have to group the menu bar so it doesn't move and all the buttons are aligned. And because we need this menu bar on each page, so if we group it, we can just copy the whole thing in one take, which is much more easy than having to copy the whole thing multiple times. Now we add a gray area where we can have our data, the tables or the charts or whatever we want to. I just like to put a gray area for my text and my tables because it makes it a bit more easy to split up the different parts of the page. So we add a gray area, only filled with gray, and we can add the charts here. I just copy the charts in here from another Power BI template I have. And now we have a simple page with the profit. And now we just need to copy this setup to each page so it looks the same for each. And we do that now. I like to name them the same names as the buttons, just to make it a bit more intuitive when you have to work on it. And we copy pretty much all this stuff from here. We start with the gray area, which is just copy paste. and we can put in the graphs we have in our Power BI tables. I just copied them from a different Power BI report in this example, but you can add pretty much whatever you want for this. And after adding all the graphs, we need to set up the navigation, meaning the how we get from one page to the other. And the easiest way to do that is to add some bookmarks for each page. And I also like to name those the same names as the pages, because sometimes you can have a lot of bookmarks and it's much more easier to navigate through if you have named them the same as the current page. And if you make a mistake in your bookmarks, you can always just go to the update function and just update the bookmark. If you missed a graph or you bookmarked the wrong page or anything, you can always rename it or just update it so it fits your criteria. So it's quite easy as I do it here. And when you have all the bookmarks, you're ready to set up the bookmarks navigation. You can go to each button and set up the bookmark as an action, and you do that by going to action and press on, and then you just choose the bookmark and you choose the page you want to navigate to. And you have to do that for each button. And you take the bookmark, you take the page it refers to. And it's quite clever to wait with copying the menu bar until you have done all the bookmarks, because you need the links before you copy paste the navigation bar. So wait until you're finished with that. When you're finished with that, we can navigate through each page, but first we need to copy the menu bar so it appears on each page, and we do that now. And now it's possible to navigate between each page. We can add a color theme if you want the colors to change of the buttons. And we do that by going to the color themes in the view function, and we can choose whatever color theme we want for the report, and it will change all the colors in the report. Lastly, we need to set up the pages so they are hidden in the report, because now we have a navigation bar in the report, so we don't need the page navigation within the Power BI system, which can be a little bit clumsy in my opinion. I prefer this solution. It's a bit more intuitive for an end user, and therefore you need to hide each page. Only the first one should be visible, as it has to, but you will not have any more pages on your Power BI report if you only have one page visible.